Hi guys, and welcome to Cooking with Z. If it's your first time here, welcome. I'm glad that you are joining me in my kitchen. And if you are coming back for more, then I am even more excited because that means that you've been enjoying our videos and have been fun cooking. So this video is dedicated to Spanish cooking. 99% of it is Spanish. A lot of it is also just my version of a specific dish that has been passed down to me by my grandparents, my mom, my aunts, generation through generations. Especially when it comes to Latin food, we try to pass down our recipes to our kids, our grandkids, our brothers, our sisters, so that they can stay in the family, and so that way the ones that come after us will also continue the tradition and continue the recipes. Now today, I figured I was gonna cook some stir fry steak. This stir fry, you can either use just a side with rice, with mashed potatoes. You can even use it for the filling of fajitas. So it depends on what you want to do with it. I use it for both. So it's the same recipe that I use for my fajitas that I use for my stir fry for my steak. Even though I have maybe three different versions that I do, this is one of the ones that I actually do with my rice. Okay, so let's get started, guys. Now, as far as the steak, I took three pieces of steak and I cut it into thinly sliced pieces. Nothing big, nothing exaggerated. Because that way, like I said, if you want to use it for fajitas, you can use it. If you want to use it for a side dish for your rice, it's actually the perfect size for it. So it doesn't take time, a lot of time to cut, especially if you use a sharp knife. I just sliced it medium. I like to clean my meat with a cup of vinegar, just because this meat stays in a pack for a long time, and as we know, it has blood, it bleeds, and even though you wash it with water, it's I don't know, I just feel like it's cleaner when you kind of rinse it out with vinegar. And you can see when you clean it, it comes out a lot cleaner, and it smells so much better also. Okay, so for this, I already have my pot heating up here. We're going to use, I have a half a pepper, which I also cut in very thin slices. You can, it depends. If you're gonna cook a lot of meat, then I would cut it a little thicker. Okay. If you're only going to do for one, two, maybe three people, then you don't need to cut it as thick, because you don't want it to get soggy. You still want it to be crunchy when you have it in your recipe. And same thing for the onions. I sliced the onions. I have a couple different kind of I have the long ones and I have the black ones, and I like variety in my food, obviously, guys. I love the smell of onions. I have a scoop, a teaspoon of garlic. Okay, it's just minced garlic. I've got 2 scoops of sofrito. Okay, if you don't know what sofrito is, well, I have a link in the bottom. I do have to make a new one, but that one, the basics is still in there. And I have rotel. If you don't know what rotel is, here you go. Let me tell you, I love this. I use this for my rice, for my beans, for my stews, for my stir fries. It's called green chilies, but it's not spicy. I mean, this is the original. They do have the hot and they have the mild, which I use the mild and the original. I don't really use the hot. But this is 3 scoops, like big scoops like this, okay? So, and I'm going to use some olive oil, which, let me just put some in here right now. Of course, we have the sazon, We have adobo. No Spanish house can be without these two right here. Okay? And we have lemon and pepper and the Cajun. Okay? Now, if you want, it's up to you. It's I put a little bit extra garlic garlic powder and onion powder, just to enhance the flavor. Okay, and I found this spice and it's amazing. It's called tahine, and it comes with it has lime and all these different beautiful spices in it, and it's amazing. Like just a little bit of it goes a long way, guys. So I'm going to season this because I already put. Now I'm going to put you guys. Before I do that, let me just throw this in here. One of these should be enough, unless you have, like I said, a whole lot of meat. Then you would need more than one. And this is usually like maybe half of a teaspoon. And again, I would adjust it to your taste. Some people like it more than others. The Cajun, let me open this a little bit here. I would use half a teaspoon of the Cajun and a little less than half from the adobo. And this just like 2 sprinkles. You don't need a lot of that. And this is just the garlic powder. Now, of course, we're not going to put, this is just for the seasoning. We'll put the peppers and the onions once it's in the pot. And the lemon and pepper, little less than half of a teaspoon. Now, it's time to get dirty. And put your hands up in there. And when you cook, you got to be willing to get a little dirty, guys, if you want it to come out the way you want it to come out, okay? Like, it's worth it. It's worth getting a little dirty so that things will come out the way you want it. Now, I'm going to put a little bit more lemon and pepper there. I like my flavors to burst. So I would do the whole half a teaspoon on that. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Now, like I said, those are 3 pieces of steaks, really thinly sliced. Okay, now I'm going to move this camera so that you guys can see the pan. Okay, and I'm probably going to leave it there for a minute just because I want you guys to be able to see. Now, this is olive oil. You see, it's not a whole lot. Okay. Now, I am using a Dutch oven. Still not hot enough. When you hear the sizzle, I'm going to give it a few more minutes. You will be able to know that it's hot enough for you to put the meat. Now, it might not seem like it's a big deal, but when you do that, when you do wait for the for the oil to be hot enough for it to sizzle, the meat actually cooks faster. Because when you throw the meat in there and it's cold and the oil is cold and the pot is cold, then everything has to take more time to be able to get to where it needs to be in order for the meat to start cooking. I think I hear it. Yep, you hear the little sizzle? There we go, people. So we are ready. Okay, so I'm just going to throw this in here. Oh, I love the smell of olive oil. One second, guys. Now, you just want to make sure that it's all separated. Oh, I wish you guys could smell this right now. Smells amazing. Okay. Now I am going to put in the garlic. Remember that was 1 teaspoon of the garlic. Now the good thing about fajitas and stir fries, I love stir fries because there are so many different kinds of stir fries that you can make. I mean, you can make vegetable stir fries and chicken, pork, beef. I mean, you name it. Italian sausage, stir fries, which I like to use for my spaghetti. So that's going to take a few minutes to cook. I did put a little bit more olive oil because as soon as this is done, I am going to throw the onions and the peppers in there and the rotel. And I want to make sure that there's enough juice in there. Smells amazing. Now I hope everybody had a good holiday and everybody enjoyed being with their family. I had a very good holiday. I spent it with my son and my daughters, both my daughters-in-laws and my friends, and it was really, really nice. I had a really good time. I thank God for that. Now, usually you can just cover it and then come back. That's probably the fastest way, which is probably what I'm going to do right now. Now, I have it at 250. I'm going to put it right now, just to speed up the process. And then once I do put in everything else, I will lower the temperature. Okay, so right now I'm just going to cover it up just so that it can kind of like speed up the process so that it can cook faster. And like I said, it depends. Like if you're going to, while you're cooking, if you're going to make fajitas, then at this time it would be where you would take out your sour cream and take out the fajitas and the oil you're going to use and the pan you're going to use, just to take advantage of all the time while you're cooking. At least that's what I do. I try to do two things at once so that everything is done at the same time. This is also really good with mashed potatoes and red rice, white rice. I mean, it's good all just by itself. So, I mean, this is definitely going to be like a favorite in your kitchen once you taste it. And as you can see, it's already beginning to cook. So I don't want to throw anything in too early. But if you want to do fajitas, these are the ones that I use. And they're very easy. I like them because you just take a little bit of olive oil on the pan, and all you have to do is like literally just heat it up for like maybe a couple seconds on each side, and it's done. I mean, that's like the easiest dinner that you can make. It's fun, it tastes good, and it doesn't take a whole lot out of you. So it's beginning to look really good, guys. And I really hope that you guys are trying these recipes at home. And I really want to know, if you are trying them, what did you think about them? Did you like them? Were they easy to do? What did you think about it? Did your family like them? Right? Because they're the ones that we cook for. We're cooking for our families. So I love to cook because to me it's the purest way of showing our family how much we love them, right? Taking care of them. Like, we're always trying to find a way to take care of our family. And cooking to me is one of the most personal ways to show your family that you love them. Even if you come home tired, exhausted, you still find the time to cook for the ones you love because you love them and you want to make sure that what they're eating not only tastes as good, but that is not something that you have to spend 3 hours making, right? Unless it's the holidays. It smells delicious, guys. Literally. Okay. So I'm going to put you guys to see. Okay. Look how beautiful that looks. You'll still be able to hear me. I know some of y'all were worried the last video was like we couldn't see you. I'm so sorry about that. I forgot to turn the camera to the long side, and I didn't even notice that it wasn't a full screen. Okay, now you see how everything is nice and brown. Okay, now you don't want to wait till everything is like completely cooked. You want to wait till it's like halfway, and then you're going to put in the rest of your ingredients. And then you're going to cover it and let it simmer for a little bit. Okay? So this is a sofrito. This is the rotel. Guys, if you've never cooked with rotel, you need to start. Okay? Because it's amazing. It changes the flavor completely of your food. Okay. See those colors? Look how beautiful. But we also want it to look beautiful, right? We don't just want it to taste pretty. We want it to also look beautiful. I love colors. I love adding colors to my food. It just makes it so much more appealing when something looks colorful on your plate. It makes you want to eat it faster, right? Oh yes, it smells amazing. Okay, so I am going to cover this up and let it simmer for like maybe 5 minutes. And we'll be back to add some salsa, okay? So I'll be back in 5 minutes, guys. Let me cover this up and let this steam help it cook a lot faster. So once you have put everything already, have you already stirred it and put in all your ingredients, then you can cover it up and let it cook for like 5 minutes so that the steam and everything and the oils and all the flavors of the pepper, the onions, the frito, the rotel, all are doing their job in here. So we'll be back. Okay guys, we're back. And this is already done. As you can see, you see the colors, how beautiful it looks. Oh, it smells amazing. You could hear the sizzling of the onions and the peppers, which means it's already ready to be served. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this to the side, okay, because that's already done. I'm going to turn this down. And I am going to put this here. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave it there so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm only going to put a little tiny bit of it. Okay. Now, like I said, you can use this either for fajitas or just you leave it for your side dish, for your rice, your meat, whatever it is that you want to do with it. Now make sure that it is hot. And you won't have to leave it on for a very long time. I'm just going to do 2 of these just to show you guys what it is I do, how I do it. Okay. I hope that you guys are enjoying this. love the smell of olive oil when it is cooking. I might have put it on there too soon. Now, like I said, make sure also, guys, that when you do, while you're cooking your meat, make sure that you cook it properly. Don't rush it. Depending on the thickness of your steak, depending on how much steak you're cooking, that it depends on how long your food is going to cook. Okay, so usually I want to say 10-15 minutes as a stir fry if it's in medium. Of course, if you have it on low, it's going to be a little bit longer. And like I said, just make sure that it is, I mean, of course, you're going to taste it to make sure that it is soft. You want it to be nice and soft. You don't want it to be hard, because otherwise when you bite into it, I mean, nobody wants to eat tough steak, right? So I hear the sizzling. Now once I hear the sizzling, I start moving. Let me show you. I want you guys to see this. Okay, I just move it around for like a couple minutes. It would have been done faster, but I did put it in before the pot was hot. I thought it was on and it was not. And that's it. Now, let me show you something. Well, I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to give you a secret that I use on my fajitas, okay? I love making fajitas, guys. Okay, you take it out there, right? Let me turn this, I'm not gonna turn it off. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, here we go. You guys can see that. Okay. I am going to take, now I know that a lot of people use regular sour cream, which is fine. I like to use flavored French onion dip. You have the sour cream dip. They have like a whole bunch of different ones. They got the onion and chives. I think it tastes better with these than it does with regular sour cream. So I just take a little bit and pour it on here on the actual fajita. Okay, let me lower it. I want you guys to see. Okay, now, sorry about that, guys. Just gonna take and make sure that I drip it. Okay. Put a little bit more. I will in a minute. Okay, guys. Now, remember not to like overfill it, simply because you're still adding stuff. Okay, I mean you're adding okay. Of course, I'm going to add the thick and spicy salsa. Okay. And I'm going to add some tomatoes to mine. And, of course, like I said, more sour cream. And there you go. Huh? Does it look delicious or what? Huh? Maybe we should make another one, huh? What do you think? I think we should. Huh? So, guys, there you have it. I mean, it looks delicious because it tastes delicious. Okay, so you have the steak, you have the tomatoes, you have peppers and onions, and you have sour cream. Like I said, I used the French onion sour cream, which is also like a dip. So it depends on what you want to use and how you like it. And like I said, I like to toast my fajita. I know that a lot of people just warm it in the microwave, and that's fine if that's how you like to eat it. I just kind of like mine to be nice and toasty, and it also doesn't get as soggy and break as fast when you actually do that, when you actually toast it, okay? And it will taste a lot better. Well, my opinion. So guys, there goes my video for your fajitas. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you will try this, and let me know if your family enjoyed it, if you enjoyed this video and enjoyed actually making the fajitas. I know that you're going to enjoy eating them, but I want to know if you enjoyed making them, okay? So that is it for this video. I hope that you like and that you subscribe and that you come back for more videos, okay? And that you let me know what you think about this video, what you think about the fajitas. Give me suggestions, what you think I should cook next. And please like, subscribe, and share with your friends if you think that they will enjoy this, if this is something that you think that they will enjoy making for their family. Okay, so happy eating, guys. I hope you enjoy. Bye.